The more you associate happiness with curiosity, the happier you'll be when your curiosity is satisfied. Welcome to the Happy Channel. It's TRS Clips. Now I will ask you about when you got kidnapped in the Northeast.
Well, to call it kidnapping will be a slight exaggeration, but yes, there was a incident. I mean, these two incidents were something that when I look back, it could have gone either way.
Did you get hit by anyone?
No, nobody hit me. But the very fact that, okay, so let me give you the background of how it happened. So there was a massacre in Tripura in a place called Khowai of, say, about 45 Bengali people by the tribals and a group, I think, called the NLFT, the National Liberation Front of Tripura. And I rushed from Guwahati, which was a flight away, to Agartala, which is the capital of Tripura, and went into that area very early, very quickly, before any other reporter or camera person could go there, with another colleague from Agartala. So we recorded everything, we met the victims, all that. And while we were coming back, we were stopped by this gun-toting youngsters, a group of youngsters, forced to sit on the floor of the Maruti van and taken to an unknown destination. We were again not blindfolded or anything of that kind, but they were all trigger-happy people. I mean, they had guns and weapons in their hand. And when they made us sit on the ground in a hut, in some remote area, we were sitting on the ground and they're all surrounding us and heated, discussion. Why you're here? Who are you? You're a military intelligence guy. I was much leaner and thinner than what I am now. But I always sport a crew cut. So they said, you are so and so. I said, no, I'm an Outlook reporter. I said, well, that can be done by anybody. The ID card can be conjured up by anybody. So that was dangerous, because my thought at that point in time was that if one of them decides to bump me and my colleague off, we would be dying for no reason, but that for them it's a publicity. That was my thought. I was not afraid of being detained. I was not afraid of being detained for a longer time, because they would go and verify and then come back, because they normally wouldn't like to antagonize the press. But that was a problem.
When you've played sports semi-professionally in the same way, even if you ever played at any level,
yes,
you have an understanding of how to talk to other human beings, because so much of sports is communication. I want to ask you what your mindset was when you're trying to persuade these insurgents. Like, how do you even go about that conversation? Are you supposed to be intimidating? Are you supposed to be sweet so that you become a friend? Like, what do you do?
So I did a mix of things. I was not intimidating at all. I was very calm, at least on the outward demeanor that I had. I was very calm. I tried to act as an elder brother to these people. They were 20s and 25-year-olds who were there. I could see that. And obviously they had no clue of what Outlook was or where I was coming from, all that. So luckily I know a smattering of Bengali. I can make myself understand. I knew Assamese very fluently. I know Assamese very fluently. Speaking Assamese fluently. So I made them understand that, look, we mean no harm. You've detained us. Fine, your leader is gone or your courier has gone to check. I know it will take 12 hours, 14 hours. I'm willing to stay here, but let's talk and let's not. So they were also taken aback by no hysterical reaction. And I kept telling my younger photographer colleague, who was a local boy, half tribal, half Bengali, a dangerous combination, that don't worry, let me speak. And if I need to translate something, I will tell you, but let me handle this. So I think this is again inborn or something again through circumstances, that if there's a crisis, I become calmer. I become, I won't say ice cold, but I sort of just calm down, and I very dispassionately analyze the situation and talk about it. So we kept talking. That's how I dealt with it.
Is this the most dangerous situation you've been in your
Yes,
whole career?
I think so.
Closest to death?
Closest to, no, see, that's again as an exaggeration, I would say. I don't want to be appearing to be over the top. Yes, in the sense that, as I said, my fear was if one of them decides that this is a great publicity stunt, and this has happened to another colleague, not a colleague, but an NGO worker in Assam in 1997, 2 years before this incident. So my thought went back to that incident, that that fellow was bumped off because it got them international publicity. Of course, bad publicity, but any publicity sometimes is considered good. So that was my thought. And then the other thought was that what if if wherever they're going to check, if they don't get the right answer, then what is my fate? So that was the other fear. But that was the closest or the most dangerous situation, I would think. And the other was, of course, it was hilarious in parts that I went to interview an insurgent leader, and his rival gang or rival group, after I had finished the interview, we were coming back, stopped us again forcibly and said, "Why did you go to him? He's not the big group. We are the more influential ones. Now come with us to our leader." So forcibly took us there and then made us wait for 2 days. So, and again, that time there were no mobile phones, no phones. So you were incommunicado.
Stupid question, but what do they feed you when you're kidnapped?
Well, local rice and fish and dal. So they're adequately stocked.
But they take care of you?
They did. The first group, the Tripura group, did take care. They fed us. They gave us nariyal pani. They did all that. And then, in fact, the most satisfying thing at the end of it, when we were told to go or released, was they have these scarves that they weave. It's called gamosha in Assam and otherwise. One of them gave it to me, sort of put it around my
Sorry,
neck.
bro.
No, exactly. They didn't say it exactly that, but that meant it was a gesture that, okay, this was a misunderstanding. And I also, played it magnanimous. Okay, thank you. All the best for your struggle.
So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out this playlist for more videos just like this. It's the Artist Clips.